what's going on, fellow YouTubers? Late night snack, about to make some fried oysters and also catfish. I'm gonna use a Mochiko base flour, and then from there I will coat it with Panko breadcrumbs. Real light, real simple. So I already have the Mochiko flour in a Ziploc bag with black pepper, ready to go. The catfish is also ready to go. So I'm about to go ahead and get the oysters ready. This is about a maybe 12 oysters in here. You're gonna pop it open, rinse it off with water, pat it dry, and then throw it in the Mochiko and let it absorb what it absorbs. And then from there, you're gonna beat 2 eggs, real nice. You can add milk, but I'm just gonna do eggs. And then put the oysters with the Mochiko on it already into the beaten egg. And then from there, you're gonna put the oysters into the Panko breadcrumbs and put it in the air fryer and spray it down and let it cook for about 4 to 5 minutes each side. Spray occasionally with the olive oil cooking spray. So stay tuned. All right, I went ahead and popped this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drain what I can out of the can. It's pretty thick. So once that's drained, pop it. Run some water, cool water, and just start rinsing it. Get the juice off of it. It's real thick. You don't want it to be on it. Just makes it nicely. Because if it's thick, when you put it in the bag, it's going to take all of the flour. And then you're going to really get it on the oyster. Stay tuned, I'm going to go ahead and accelerate this. So after I rinsed it the first round and then put it in the bowl, I went ahead and run some more water in that. And rotate it around a little bit. Try to get that water in there without the extra thick juice from it. And then from there, I'm going to run it into the water one by one and try to shake it a bit. Get as much water off of it as possible. I don't want to put it too dry, because if I do, it won't soak up the Mochiko sauce, not sauce, the Mochiko powder when I put it in the ziplock. So just, pick it up, run it around a couple seconds, and then try to shake it, the excess water off of it, and then put it in the bowl. And just do that. So I already did the second rinse under the running water. Just make sure the water pressure isn't too high, because it's gonna break apart the oysters. So now, since it's the second rinse, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake it a little bit more. Just try to get the excess over and separate them. Be careful when you manage these. They're slippery, at the same time very fragile, so you don't want to put too much pressure or they'll break. See, so that's the excess right there. Here still. Now this should be good. Stay tuned. So with the bag, you try to get some air in there, and you probably like do 2 or 3 of them at once. Of course, if you put more powder in there, you could do a lot more, but 2 to 3, maybe 4, and then ziplock it up. I'm just gonna do this one and then shake it out and then show you what's up. Make sure there's air in the bag. So get like that. Shake it around. All right. Get nice and different angles. Make sure it gets all over. Get all up into the oyster. Wants to look like that. That's beautiful. So let me pop this open. Yeah. See that? That's nice and beautiful. So from here, you actually can just air fry like this. Spray it down with the non-stick spray, and make sure you have aluminum foil so it sits and not go down into the grooves on the air fryer. But yeah, you can cook it straight like this. But to add an extra step, you will then now move these over to the panko crumb, or actually move it to the egg batter, and then dip it. Since it already has a base, then it's gonna be ready to absorb the panko breadcrumbs to get the little extra crunch. The cornstarch, I tried, it makes it a bit too crunchy for me. So this one is gonna give you the nice texture, nice base, and the panko is gonna get a nice crunch on top of it. But yeah, let me set that up for you. So 2 eggs, 1 egg, 2 eggs. Yes, no shells. 1 hand cooking. So then you just whip it up. Get it real nice and whipped. Okay. Beat it. Get it frothed up a little bit so it gives a nice blend. You can just use egg white too, but I think it'll be okay on it. So from there, I'm gonna retrieve my based oysters. I'm gonna shake it off. So now it's gonna look something like this. I'm just gonna put it up in there like that. So that's your first base. So that technically is like dip 1. And then from there, be careful how you manage it. It's gonna be quite slippery. And then I'll just drop it on the panko like that. Right? You can shake it too, but I'll just do it like this. Just want to like a nice coating on it. See? From there, get your air fryer ready. Put it down. Be generous. Because remember, these are made to be deep fried. So you would spray that down one side. And then rinse, repeat for the rest of the oysters. So yeah, this is still the reason why I use the plate instead of just another Ziploc with tons of panko. Because I can manage it, how much is on the actual oysters or whatever I'm using. So this is what it looks like right now. Haven't sprayed it yet, but yeah, looks beautiful. Actually, it's the first time I'm experimenting with this setup, so hopefully it turns out well. Make sure you really like spray it out, because you don't want some uncooked breading. But yeah, so let's see how it turns out in a little bit. I'm gonna start out with 5 minutes at 400, and then I'm gonna turn these guys and then spray, turn, and then another 5 minutes. For the piece of catfish fillet, I am going to spray it with the non-stick to get some moisture so that I can capture the Mochiko flour. And also, I didn't put salt in the flour bag because I'm just gonna season the salt accordingly after it's cooked, because I don't want the excess salt in my daily diets. So yeah, so now I just put it in the bag, shake it up. I'm not sure if I want to add the panko on this as well. I might sprinkle some on the top just to give it a little crunch, but I'm not going to go full force and panko both sides of it. Do you see how nice that is floured? Really light. Real light. So what's gonna happen next is you definitely want to spray it down lightly just to make sure the flour has is soaked, and so that it can cook and has a nice finish to it. That's one side. And once you spray, it's gonna pretty much hold the flour in place too. See the other side, how nice and light that is? Spray that down as well. I'm gonna spray some more once I put it in the air fryer in a bit. But yeah, so pretty much make sure you really get a nice spray on it. Again, this is 0 calorie. But yeah, for sure. Look at this beautiful piece of catfish fillet. Quite lovely. But yeah, stay tuned. Alright, let's see how they're looking. Ooh. Let's move this over here real quick. Okay, no, you see the panko breadcrumbs browning, golden up quite nicely. Yes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip these bad boys. The underside of these guys are gonna be nice and extra moist. These are pretty tight, so I'm not sure. Let me try not to knock off all of this stuff. I think chopsticks would work better for me. Hold up 1 second. See how I can do this. Okay, so chopstick. Yeah, I was made in the USA, and I am not a pro at chopstick use, but I think I can get the gist of it. They're pretty good. They have to have some weight on them. The panko bread gave them some weight. They are not. They definitely have some good volume, so you can definitely get full off of this. So what you can do is, well, I'm going to spray it down. Let me spray that out. Make sure it gets a nice spray. You can easily add more panko bread on it, but I'm not going to. I'm fine with this. So another 5 minutes at 400, and we'll see what happens after that. All right, let's see how it is. 5 minutes. This is what we have. They should be extra ready to be enjoyed. And still have some nice moisture to it. It's really coming to life. And be careful with it so I don't do that. Get the batter on there. See, batter stuck on the oysters pretty well. You see how it's not falling off? So what's your deal? And you can put anything. You can use shrimp, use chicken. This recipe is good for any type of item. Even asparagus or tofu if you're a vegetarian. Yeah, look how nice that is. Sticks nicely. Stayed on the oysters. Not sure what's going on with this. This became a twin oysters. And then from there you have a beautifully made fuse Asian based sensation fried oysters that are used in the air fryer. And now it's catfish time. Catfish ready to rock and roll. So 3 to 5 minutes at 400, and then I'm going to spray it down, flip it around, and then another 3 to 5 minutes, and it should be ready to be enjoyed. All right, it's catfish time. This is my catfish fillet. Oh man, it's gonna be tough to flip. So Can't do it with a chopstick this time, but I'm gonna try to flip it. Look at that, that's beautiful. All right, try this one on. 1, 2, 3. Oh, got it. Well, maybe you didn't need to flip it, but whatever. I got it though. I'm gonna spray it down. You can see how light that batter is, so in another 3 to 5 minutes and it's good to be enjoyed. Ooh, look at that. Looks beautiful. Now I need to get it back on the other side on the plate together. Alright, stay tuned. And there you have it. My air fried Asian Zen oysters with lightly battered Mochiko catfish and grilled asparagus. Yes, that was also done in the air fryer. I hope you enjoy. If you like, please hit subscribe, All Things Tech.